Hello, hello, hello. Today we are not doing a combo guide, a tier list, or playlist character, or insert buzzword. We are doing a series of case studies on all characters in the game. And today we are starting off with Teen Gohan. Now, Teen Gohan, at a glance, he could be considered a freight train, a moving freight train. A character that excels, obviously in close range. He has really, really great buttons. Obviously in the close range. Teen Gohan has fantastic options. Most of his buttons are safe. You see -3 here, even a -3 moving, advancing mid. So it feels like Teen Gohan's pressure doesn't even. So just from the design alone, if you're looking for it objectively, he's a character that loves staying in your face. So he enjoys staying in your face. He has a great 2M, which can be cancelled at any time to another normal. So it's really good for catching opponents unaware. So kind of structuring your offense, if you kind of pick up Teen Gohan around ending your strings in either this 5L or this is the way, because he can confirm into any of these at any time. So it's really, really helpful using it. So I'll be talking about Teen Gohan in 3 zones. I'll be talking about close range, mid range, and far. So as I explained, close range, you have 2L, which is safe, 5L, which is safe, 5M, which is safe. He has all of these tools. So structuring your offense around what's safe is kind of what you do with Teen Gohan. He has a safe as well. You can also end like this. So Teen Gohan has many ways to kind of end his offense. Now special. Teen Gohan does have 236L, or that is also forward and special. This is safe on block, akin to exactly the same as ending in jab, because most squares, L's, or whatever you play on are 6 to 7 frames, if you're lucky. Now, from further away, when he's in the mid range, this doesn't hit. So what hits from here is his 5S and also his 236M. Now from here is a bit punishable, so you have to kind of space it. And the further you get into far range, it becomes a better option. See, it's still punishable there. So it becomes a much better option. So you kind of have to. So as just from that alone, we can surmise that Teen Gohan is a character that loves being in this range, especially with an auto combo that follows or tracks the opponent wherever they are. So he from the design alone, it's kind of easy to see that Teen Gohan is supposed to play at this range. Now, what we're going to talk about next is kind of his win conditions, or the game. So Teen Gohan, as you think, we want to get to this range, but getting here is hard alone, because you start here and your opponent's moving around. So what do you do? Teen Gohan has very, very good projectiles, really, really fast, amongst the fastest in the game. So he has characters or assists in the game that help do this. So for the ones I'm using currently, I'm random, let's say Kid Buu with Kid Buu B. Really, really good at helping Teen Gohan kind of get in. So confirming from here by himself is really hard, unless you're really fast. But if you use the right assists, Teen Gohan, give me a second. One more time. There we go. So you can jump and confirm there. So you're using assists that kind of Teen Gohan. If you're first starting off, just a simple combo. So Teen Gohan's strength is obviously being close, so that obviously extends to the corner. So when he's in the corner, this is when this character really, really shines. So this is when you see stuff like this. His legs on block. So Teen Gohan's legs. The whole goal of playing Teen Gohan is making your opponent block this. So by itself, the air legs by themselves is not really a threat. But when it's combined with an assist, Teen Gohan can get really scary situations where he can hit you high. Low. He can hit you high. And also he can fake you out and go for a grab. So Teen Gohan, there's so many options there. So that's kind of the game plan. So playing against Teen Gohan is actually really scary. So one of the defensive options people, if you're playing Teen Gohan, this is very hard to do. I don't play on this, is reflect. So a lot of people would like to do, they like to reflect. Because if Teen Gohan goes for legs without spending meter, it's reflectable. So this is a common tactic used when you're playing Teen Gohan to kind of stop your win condition. So using EX, you can actually keep your opponent blocking for a longer period of time. So this is very, very strong, especially in a corner. See, I hit your opponent low there. The opponent had to block it, and they had to block high there. So that's really, really hard to block. So getting that opponent to that stage, regardless of assist you use, is really, really helpful with Teen Gohan. So if we go through the cast, nearly every from Goku all the way to Ultra Instinct Goku, nearly every assist in the game can help Teen Gohan in one way or another, as long as you help set up this win condition. So if we help set up the win condition, having a character that's easy to confirm with my S's mid screen, as you saw there. So if this is the primary tool of entry, having this with Teen Gohan, really, really handy, really, really helpful, especially with the assists. So that's that's one win condition you can have, especially even from far away as well. If you have a beam assist per se, let's say Kid Buu, let's say we have Kid Buu C assist. So Teen Gohan excels at using C assist as well. There you can get a really nice and easy confirm, especially in the far range. So mid range we use the same tool, but it's a lot safer further out. So further out, you can use this. So that's really, really handy for Teen Gohan. Now, that's all for Teen Gohan. Now, there's also Teen Gohan, against fighting against Teen Gohan, he does have weaknesses. Now, Teen Gohan, as you see from his normals, they're really stubby. So we're up close, yes, he's a maverick. He has so many moves and he's overpowering you. But mid range, he's got a lot left to be desired. So he actually can't hit you from this range unless he overextends by throwing out this move here. And a lot of characters with better range will either outrange it, like Ginyu hit, outranges him with one button. So a lot of times you have to chase your opponent. And even more importantly, for characters like Teen Gohan, it's actually very hard for Teen Gohan to deal with cross-ups. As you see that, his 2H, the range of his 2H is actually pretty bad. So it's really, really stubby. So 2Hing with Teen Gohan versus cross-ups is actually really hard, especially if you're dealing with characters like 21 and the like. So you have to just be really, really, really careful. Especially if you're playing with Teen Gohan, you just have to pick your spots of when you're going to anti it and what options you're going to use against certain characters. So as I said before, if we go to the character select and we keep everything we said in mind. So if we were Teen Gohan and we were to construct, let's say a random team. Okay, we can work with this. So Teen Gohan again. I'll select random again. And now, with the conditions that we met, then let me see if we can create the same win conditions or a game plan, the semblance of a game plan. So right now we have Teen Gohan with Freezer assist and Kefler assist. So we've established now with Teen Gohan the kind of game plan or win condition is to either corner the opponent as fast as possible so we can use our strongest moves when we're close. But we need the great assist to do that. So right now Freezer's A assist knocks in the air. So if we were Teen Gohan and I was doing this, Freezer, it's a bit hard to confirm, but it could be possible. So there, so it's still possible. Full screen might not be as possible for Teen Gohan, so we might have to think about another assist for Teen Gohan with Freezer. Now with Kefla, if I'm full screen, as you saw, the Teen Gohan gets a very easy confirm with Kefla. From full screen, from throwing through fireballs. So yeah, just have to mix and match. Now let's go player two. Player two, we have Yamcha and Teen Gohan. So full screen, this doesn't really work as well, but in the mid range, it really helps Teen Gohan's approach. As we know, our character is really stubby. So in Dragon Ball Z or kind of in these type of games, having assists that cover your weaknesses and also augment your strengths are good. So in one realm, we have Kefla on the left hand side, which is giving us a full screen coverage. On the other hand, we have Yamcha, that's helping obviously Teen Gohan to enter spaces where he wasn't before. We also have base Vegeta assist. See that one? So it's not really helpful for Teen Gohan at this range. And also from here, it's not really helping. So through that deduction, we can already deduce that Kefla on the left is working really well because it compensates for a weakness, and Yamcha is also compensating for weakness and helping get in. So when with Teen Gohan, when building these win conditions or game plans, just choosing assists that really help you do this are really beneficial. Um, now fighting against Teen Gohan. Teen Gohan is really scary to face against because when he's up close, people we see a lot of this. So as I explained before, um, there's actually a gap here. So there's actually a gap in between LL into legs. So if a lot of Teen Gohans will actually go for this. If you are feeling manly on the day, take take your risk there. Level three if you may. I wouldn't advise it. Um, but fighting against Teen Gohan is having to deal with his H legs. So dealing with this situation when you're fighting against him is -1 on block. So Teen Gohan's options on block after he does this. Teen Gohan can do jump L, and you as the defender, he's practically safe on block. So you as the defender, unless you do an air in ball move there, as the defender versus Teen Gohan, that's very hard to kind of fight against because Teen Gohan can actually block in time to the slower 2Hs. So if you go to a faster 2H, I think the Kefla is a bit faster. Yes, Kefla is a bit faster 2H. One more time. One more time. Oof, one more time. So even then, so Teen Gohan is always able to block in these situations versus moves such as Kefla's versus 2Hs. However, versus characters like, let's say for instance, these two here versus Cell and Majin Buu, it's a different case. Cell, Majin Buu, Bardock, you can actually go through the cast to kind of find these characters. First character like Majin Buu, he can't do that. Majin Buu has if you see the invincibility, that's invincible to jump attacks. And that should be the fastest, I believe, in the game. And then obviously Cell as well. But obviously he can get with Cell, it's safe, but Cell allows him to escape the situation. So that's when you're fighting against. So when you're facing, if you're Cell, Kid Buu, Bardock in these situations, you can actually throw out these in-ball moves, especially Yamcha. I can even show you Yamcha on the other side. I believe these are the motions. There we go. So even if Yamcha on the other side. So these are really good to use against Teen Gohan if you're facing Teen Gohan. So that's how you kind of get around the legs. So when you're fighting Teen Gohan as well, facing against Teen Gohan. So we've talked about four. Now more on against. So if you're facing against Teen Gohan, because he has stubby, he has to overextend. So if Teen Gohan's overextending, this is a very strong move, but it can be outranged. See that there? And then it can be punished. So what a lot of players do, the bad thing a lot of players do, is when they're facing Teen Gohan, they try this. Now Sod's Law is working. Sod's Law, for some reason. Today it's working, but it doesn't usually work. There we go. So that normally happens when obviously people are playing. That's a more common occurrence. One thing you are supposed to do versus Teen Gohan is supposed to let him whiff it. So you kind of outspace him. So if you're facing against Teen Gohan, this is his range. As long as you're outside of this range, it's really hard for Teen Gohan to face these kind of characters. So as long as you're outside of of his effective range or above him, I'm not pressing buttons, of course. It's a lot easier for you. So that's why characters like Cell give him trouble. Cell keeps him at a range where he's uncomfortable, and Cell's able to punish Teen Gohan for most of his exploits, like so. Let's go back to practice checks. So yeah, that's Teen Gohan in a nutshell. As you see, I haven't gone into in depth of what combos you need to use or synergy or mix ups. This is primarily to help you on your road to selecting a character. Or selecting a character, what they can give for you, and what are the win conditions, and obviously how to stop them as well. Because it's not just about you picking one character; it's about picking characters that cover each other's weaknesses and cover your strengths as a player, and also how to beat them. Anyway, I hope everyone liked this. This is the first one, so yeah, just leave me any comments or any more content you want to see. Just let me know and take care. Peace.